Hey team, Risk here, aka Dave. Look, I thought that I would do some video clips on taking on the provinces and the foes in the provinces. I know it's something that we're all struggling with, including me. Don't want to put you wrong and think that I've got everything right, because I don't. I struggle in the provinces. But I have learnt to look for a few things along the way to, I guess, give me more pluses on my side of the field and hopefully less on theirs. So I'm in the map here, and what I'm going to do is just pick on a province, and let's go and have a look at a steal. Now you can see there I've got 3 out of 8, so I've still got 5 to knock over. Steal, it's part of my boosted resource, so steal for me is good because it just increases my number of relics, which boosts my steel production. So let's have a look. I know that steel is full of knights, which is a heavy melee unit, and when I researched my golems, my next quest talked about now we can knock over the knight provinces. So there's a bit of a hint already that my golems are going to be good against knights, but let's have a look. Now I apologise to the human components in the Fellowship, Traveller and others. I need to have a good look and find out what the equivalent of the golem is, because I'm fairly sure that in most cases, I guess, human forces are going to have an equivalent. So just at the moment, because I'm an elf, I'm going to do this and obviously focus on elf stuff. So let's have a look. You can see the 3 ticks there. I need to knock over 5 more. What I'm going to do is just have a look for a starting point. Now you can see there, here's the key thing that I need to look at. Knights in large numbers, 33, they're going to do some damage when they hit me, and we all know how nasty they are. Here's the thing that I need to look at. If I click on the eye, I can see here, there's the symbol or the icon, which means that that unit is a heavy melee unit. So whenever you see this, you know that you're up against a heavy melee unit. So let's have a look how good they are. You can see a knight there. Well, he loves going up against, what is this? It's a light melee unit. So if I throw my sword dancers in there, they're a light melee unit. They're going to get chopped up in a one-on-one. The problem that my sword dancers have is he's going to get an immediate plus 60% attack bonus, and he already does reasonable damage, 12 to 20. So one-on-one with him, toe-to-toe, sword dancer against him, I'm going to lose badly. Not only that, whenever my sword dancer tries to hit, I'm up against a minus 30% defensive bonus that the knight gets. So the other issue that I've got is, and you'll probably know that with a knight, look at the attack range 2. The attack range of my sword dancer is 1. So he can dance away, hit me with his long polearm. That's what it looks like when I see them fight. Basically, I don't want to push sword dancers one-on-one against this guy. End of story. Let's try and close that off. Now here, Bandit. Bandit is a short-range unit, and we already know when we looked at my archers, the unit description says that they are very good against short-range units, and I know whenever I've pushed my archers against bandits, I can do, as long as I have reasonable numbers in my squad, and that archer squad, I can do a lot of damage real quickly. So I want to put my archers up against him whenever I can and knock him off. Now, these guys are tough to deal with. Canoneers. The thing that makes them so damn crippling is this. Attack range, 14 squares. Well, I haven't got anything that compete with that can even close to come with compete. I think archers have got a 4 attack range, and I'm fairly sure my golems have got 3. These guys can just sit on the edge of the field and kill you from a long way away. Now, here's the thing. Attack bonus. So if I put a heavy melee unit out there, excuse me, such as a treant, I'm fairly sure a treant's a heavy melee unit. Every time these guys get a shot at my treant, they're going to get a plus 80% attack bonus. Now the other thing is, if I try and pick them off with archers, which is a short range unit, I'm not going to do much damage because they got a minus 80% defensive bonus against anything that is short ranged. I tend to chase these guys down with sword dancers because I can move 4. These guys don't get any bonus against a sword dancer, and nor do they get any defense. Well, they don't get any defensive bonus against a sword dancer or an attack. So if I can get up close, I can chop these guys down. The trick is I've got to keep my sword dancers away from the knight in order to do that. So chances are I'm probably going to lose or sacrifice a sword dancer on the way. At least one will be killed. Hopefully the other one will reach this guy and I can chop him down. So there we go. The price in negotiation is just too high. 310, well, I could probably live with that, but 420 crystal, even though I've got an available 1269, forget it. I'm not going to go there. So let's get this underway. Let's rock and roll. So push fight. Okay. I need my golems to come up against this guy. Here's my golem. You can see there, he gets an attack bonus against, plus 40%. Pretty good against archers too, so that bandit's not going to do too much, although the bandit has high numbers to start with, so I've got to chop those down with my archer. So let's say that I'm going to need at least, I try and look at how many do I need to deal with each, so I reckon I'm going to need at least 2 golems to deal with him. So that's what I'm going to do. I need at least, I reckon, 2 sword dancers, because what will happen with my sword dancers, this guy here is going to get in the road. My sword dancers need to rush forward. They're probably going to take at least 1 hit from this guy. But this guy here, I don't want him to have too many hits against any of my sword dancers. I'm picking one of my sword dancers that's going to get fed to the wolves while the other one gets up and does the damage to this guy. So let's go with another one. I want 1 archer. My archer, sole purpose of the archer, number 1, is to kill off this guy. We don't want my archer who is, well, he's not going to do any good against this guy. Even though he is not light melee. So when you think about it, actually, if my knight squares up against either my archer or my sword dancer, guess what? You'd think that my archer would come off the worst, but actually it won't. The knight will actually end up by doing less damage because he gets no offensive bonus against my archer. He'll actually do more damage to my sword dancer. Bizarre as that may be, that is the way it is. Okay, enough talking, let's get to it. Now, Traveller's already talked about things like holding his men back, and I often do that too. Sometimes here you can get really screwed in terms of where they put you. This guy here, I find they normally go for these guys. By default, you watch, the Canoneer will try and target my sword dancer. Now, I don't want to really put my sword dancer in the road of the hit against this guy. He can only move, I think, 2 squares and then attack 2. So I'm going to go down here for my sword dancer. Now I've got another sword dancer, so this is a bit of a each way bet. Depending on which side this guy retreats, because he'll retreat and go back, and I reckon he'll target one of my, probably this guy here I'm picking. I'm just going to hang here. Now, if I could move forward in 1 move and get a hit against this guy, I'd take it. Even though it would put him in attack range of an attack from this guy back. If I could get a strike against him with all my 84 right now, bet your Bob's uncle I'd be taking it. I can't get an attack against any of those, and if I did against this guy, it wouldn't do much anyway because of his defensive bonus. So I'm going to push forward. 64, so that really hurts me. Attack range of 3. Ultimately, I want to be against him, but I should be able to reach this guy. See there? Now, you've got to be really careful. If I move here, understand that I'm going to be cutting this route off, so he can't come behind. He could move to here and still hit him with 3, so this is what you've got to think. I can do 2 hits against this guy. Should do reasonable damage. I like that. And yeah, I'll take that as well. bye-bye. He's out of the mix. Now here we go, you watch. See? Target Sword Dancer. I think by default he knows, game programming, that this is his biggest threat sitting on the field here. Now, if I move forward, I'm going to have to try and sidestep around this guy pretty damn hard, eh? If I move to the side, he's going to be attacking still, so the chances are this guy may well die in the next hit. What I could do is move back, which would pull this guy forward. I think 14 squares, he could probably even get me from where he is. So the only reason I'd want to go back is to draw him forward so that I can reach him quicker and do more damage. I don't think that's going to be the case anyway, so I'm going to go here, aiming at trying to trunk through here and catch up. This is the guy that I'm hoping. I'm just going to push forward. Archers against this guy, only 20. I can do a little bit of damage. Not much, as you can see. 1. Now here we go. Golem against. Now that I want. Probably should have moved up closer. That was a mistake I made there. If I had moved up closer, I would have been closer to hitting this guy and I would have cut this route off. So tactical error there. Can't reach. Yeah, he's going to take the option. Here we go. There you go. Picking on the Sword Dancer again, and down he goes. But now, guess what? Bye-bye. Down he goes like a ton of bricks. 1-on-1, I like that. Reasonable damage. You are going to suffer some here. You want to get behind him. Actually, we don't want to be behind him. Let's use our range. Let's stay out of range of him. He's got a 2 attack range. I've got 3. Why put myself at risk? Now, I'm not going to involve him because he's going to get slaughtered, so I'll leave him where he is. Let's try and use my range as much as possible in my benefit. He's going to move to the orange square. I'm going to go here, actually. I like that better. Down to 3. Yeah, there we go. Reasonable damage done. Move away. Don't want you in this fray at all. The only reason I want him to get involved is come in and do the coup de grace at the end when this guy can't do a retaliation, when he's already down so low that a hit from this guy will kill him off. At the moment that won't apply because he's 10. Come on, baby, take him. Come on, good damage, yes. And that is it. Suffered some losses, you can see there. As I thought, one of my Sword Dancers was burned and an archer unit was burned. But at the end of the day, I'll take that as a win. Back to the province. And that is a steel province. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. Like it, like it, like it. Go back. And for now, I'm just going to stop this recording. Hopefully that helped you. Let's stop and I'll do another one shortly. Bye for now, team. Keep up the good work. You're doing fantastic. Great to see us growing and supporting one another. Don't be shy now. Use the chat when you can. I know it's not for everyone, and people like me probably talk too much, but hey, that's just me. Bye for now.